Grubby's Orc versus Xlord's Night Elf, which kind of seems like it's his new main race, or one of the best races. Let's see if it's easy enough to beat Grubby with it, eh? Since Xlord is back on random, we are back to a situation where Grubby doesn't know what he's up against. And especially in this situation, this can cost quite a bit, because regularly versus Night Elf, if you know that your opponent is Night Elf, you go for Blade Master Grunts. Grubby is going for Farseer Headhunters. Ooh, that hurts. That is not a great build versus Elf. Wolves can get dispelled quickly, reliably on tier 1 with Wisps, from tier 2 on with Dryads. Chain Lightning is nice against Wisps, I think. But you can't Chain Lightning the Dryads. So I'm very curious how Grubby is going to play this once he realizes that he's on a build disadvantage. Can't Chain Lightning without mana either. That is also a good point. This is, of course, the biggest reason. Demon Hunter burns all the mana from a Farseer. And then a Farseer is basically a Headhunter. Or since he's throwing lightning bolts, probably a Shaman, huh? Just a Shaman on a Wolf. So, what's Xlord gonna do? Demon Hunter, Immolation, that's the meta build. We are on Scrimmage once again. Again, I like this map a lot. It is another unfortunate thing here, because you could go for maybe Farseer Headhunter tower pushes versus Night Elf if you hit a crisp timing. Though we have to say, lol, it looks like the tree is throwing spears. Scrimmage has a great big base-to-base distance. And that's always bad for tower rushing, because the peons have to travel a long way. So Demon Hunter did not decide if he wants to go mana burn here. Maybe it is just Immolation. But so far, Grubby is keeping his distance. Scouting a little bit, attacking a little bit. Would be fun to see Xlord with talents, not gonna lie. But I think the meta and the map layout also is not good for talents. Like for talents, you want chokes. And on Scrimmage, we have an entire screen of open battlegrounds. That's the worst thing that could potentially happening to a talent build. And yeah, no talent. No talent. That's one hell of a stack. DH and Le Crestfallen, you know a thing or two about Satan and Hell, so you must know circlet, gloves, slippers, claws, perfect. So Xlord gets Grubby to play the perfect build for him against Night Elf. He also gets the perfect rolls. Not looking too bad here, eh? Not looking too bad. Grubby's still willing to play this with Headhunters, Headhunters, Headhunters. And then we shouldn't be too surprised if that is a cheeky, maybe Firelord tower push. Firelord with Soulburn can be amazing against the Demon Hunter. You shut him up, you reduce his damage. And Xlord is indeed playing meta. With Keeper Second. Keeper Second always strong against the Orc, whether that's Entangle or Treants. Grubby probably knows how far behind he is with the build. Probably mentioned this a little bit and probably knows that there's no real pressure on him then. Can be a little cheeky. Troll regen. Fortified. Armor for burrows and towers. Oh! I don't know who got the last hit, to be fair. Naga. Okay. Naga instead of Firelord wants to fight now. Item on the ground. Demon Hunter is slot starved. Keeper is coming in only now. Immolation though pretty damn sick. The splits by Grubby are nice as well. But the keeper comes in too late. Good attack by Grubby. Now, of course, sooner or later the Dryads and Bears will be coming, and especially the arrival of Bears is pretty damn insane. Can the keeper carry this? Xlord feels the pressure, man. Dude, I don't want to know what this did to him when he loses. With Night Elf against a Farseer build. Towers are coming. Towers are coming. Oh, damn. I think you just want, ideally, Bear, Redo, Roar, Entangle, and let the Blade Master do Blade Master things. The Demon Hunter do Demon Hunter things. I think that's the play. Chain Lightning takes care of the Berserker. Oh, snap. Yeah, you gotta hide now, man. AP's in as well. Easy to take out the first one at the very least. Scroll the Beast, mostly dispelled. And we don't have a shop. We don't have potion. This is terrible. Terrible. Now a bear, but he doesn't have the Adept upgrade. Maybe it's cute behind the Dryad. Xlord leaves the game. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's a feels bad, man. Oh, you got the win presented on a silver platter. Farseer versus Night Elf. And then you get tower pushed with Naga. Xlord with Human. That was, I don't know if everybody knows this, his second race in the late 2000s, where Orc was so freaking imbalanced that Undead players changed their race, and Xlord started to play Human instead. So, what can he do with Human? Is he still good enough with Human? And how does Grubby like that Human matchup? First time we see this today. We have seen a mirror match. Grubby wins. We've seen Xlord with main Undead and Xlord wins. And we've seen the Night Elf matchup and Grubby wins there as well. Conclusio for now, obviously, that Undead isn't trash because Undead is the only race that helps Xlord beat Grubby. Grubby doesn't know that it's Human. Xlord knows that it's Orc. And Grubby is going Blade Master. And that's the second time in a row. Not the ideal meta build, but we'll see. If it's mirror image definitely playable. What kind of style does Xlord prefer with Human versus Orc? I do not know. Grubby is the meta, whatever he plays. I think it's actually pretty much the opposite. I think the cool thing about Grubby is that he's not the meta and still very successful and has very smart approaches. Because the meta is rather boring. And Grubby games are rarely boring. That's my take on this. So, we have a Blade Master with Windwalk. Usually you don't get too many opportunities against Human with Windwalk. And Archmage should, quote-unquote, have an easy game here. But I thought that about the Demon Hunter and the Keeper as well. And boom, there was a push. With Blade Master, maybe a bit harsher. But Windwalk maybe can create some moments. Xlord creeping, fine. We got a rogue squad of footmen into the Orc base, huh? Preparing. Tech by Xlord running with 3 farms. That's usually a level 3 creep route. And he's not giving Grubby an expansion to attack, where we could have a Blade Master in the peasant line, doing lots of damage, delaying everything. Instead, we get Footman causing a bit of issues, but Grunt is at home, can help a little bit. Peons in the burrow, ready to repair. Checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. And claws on the blade as well.
We're under attack. Work complete. We're under attack.
Second claw on this blade. Okay, dude. But Archmage can creep better. Things he has summons. Want of Mana Stealing and Invo Potion kinda nice as well. Xlord then. Probably going casters. Going for the tier 2 building. That is the signature human play. Level 2 Water Elemental. Into the base we go. A little bit surprising that he leaves the Beastery alone for now. Trying to cause disruption. But can Grubby hold here for 30 seconds? And is there a way to defend this when you don't have Wolves or Chain Lightning? It is a very, very, very powerful push, let me tell you. So far, only the Beastery is affected. We got the Fend up, so the burrows don't even do too much anymore. But the defense is looking way better than expected, especially with Grubby still having Lumber. After queuing the Beastery, now he's short on gold, actually. Usually when an attack like this comes in, you're short on gold. You're short on Lumber, not on gold. So I would say this is actually not too terrible. The main downside is that the tier 2 units are not necessarily on point. Rezil, thank you for the tier 1. He didn't achieve anything here. I think he achieved quite a bit. Peasant time, always good. Shadowhunter, no level. Raider late. If there's a lodge that's delayed. I am curious how Grubby is playing against casters now. Sorks are coming in immediately. And Grubby doesn't have Dispel. And Xlord is going to do this again and again and again. No Raiders and Ensnare yet. That's the freedom that you're allowed to have when there is no Raiders. Black Mage coming. So Grubby plays Mass Raiders. This has been his signature play in the 2000s. So if you can dodge Xlord and the slow is not coming through, this can be great. If Xlord on the other side is smart enough to bring the fight to Grubby somehow, that's really, really good for Xlord. But as I said, Grubby, like this is what Grubby was known for and famous for many, many, many years. Probably not straight up fighting. Thank you, Lecrest. Have fun, man. Have fun. Shadowhunter levels also delayed. Correcto. Everything in this game has opportunity cost, right? Xlord pooling everything. I like that a lot. So whatever is traveling across the map is not getting intercepted by Raiders and Shadowhunter. Moon is exploiting the fact that in current pro scene, everybody is just rallying to the heroes. Usually for like amateurs, very good. Oh. Grunt to the creeps. Happens. Can get a raider for that, huh? And we get pillage. So again, Grubby doesn't want to win this by fighting. Grubby wants to win this with map control. With base raids. Other people call it lames. I don't like that too much. But hey, is it... This is another base right here, and he finally gets the burrow. So Grubby supply blocked at 46. And the strategy is obviously out there as well. If there's a couple of sorcerers at home, they should always be able to apply slow to everything that's a threat.
May the battlefield be washed in the blood of the human footman, cancelling my tier 2 buildings and making me pull my hair out.
Okay, bro. Leave the hair. Leave the hair. Shadow Hunter was under attack, and this is the problem when Grubby fights straight up against breakers. He cannot win really, also against militia, and running away without a speed scroll is impossible. Staffing out of there has a TP, but Xlord strikes when the iron is hot and exactly when Grubby wanted to go for the attack. As bad as Grubby's creep check was towards Xlord on map 5, I think Xlord creep checking here and intercepting here was as brutal. Thank you, VJR DPQ. Yeah, if you're up as Orc against slow and you're close to the Zorks and you don't have a speed scroll, you're kinda dead. And this Mass Raider style can for sure work. Grubby has shown it dozens and dozens of times.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Ha 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 ha! Or you come in with Zeppelins. Triple claw. Yeah, but if you're slowed. Oh, we pivot now. We pivot now.
Work complete.
Into a caster's army with this spell. Wonder if he gets the time to make this meaningful. Zeppelin play. Into the base we go. There are towers already, and that's not scout towers, that's guard towers, but are they too late? One guard tower up in 3. What about the rest? 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Ha! Xlord's still busy creeping here. Grubby has a TP. Yo! Only one tower. Town portal immediately. Can you evacuate all the raiders here before big damage is done? Not all of them, but most of them. And that takes Xlord off the map, and that gives Grubby more time to go for the walkers and go for the dispel. Can you chase him? That was a reveal, a little late. We have pillage actually. We have masonry actually. So ideally, Grubby is doing this over and over and over and over again. Builds walkers, have them gather mana, expand in the back of things. But now that we got so many towers, I think Xlord also has a lot of freedom, and the invis play by the Blood Mage. Oh, Daniel.
We're under attack.
Suck, 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 suck. He's gonna enjoy that one. Unlike the Shadow Hunter. Blood Mage insanely tanky. We got Banish level 2? What? Why is he going Banish level 2 instead of Siphon? Detonate! Oh, the Sapper is not getting too many kills. But what the hell? We got Reveal against the Invisible. What is going on? Zeppelin on Xlord side now as well. Insane Zeppelin wars. Sapper wars. Invis countered by Reveal. Oh my god. Will the Zeppelin crash though? Is everything in there? Expo at 50%. Oh, imagine if he can afford double Sapper and he gets so many kills. Quick thinking though to go for Banish and Invis. Banish level 2 has a shorter cooldown.
Ready to ride.
Like half, I think. And Xlord now expanding as well. With only one worker trying to be as efficient as possible, even though he has 600 gold. Blue Mitten! Thank you for the sub. Can Xlord intercept somewhere? I don't think so without an air unit. You can't shoot from here, right? It's too broad. I've never seen a unit here in a high-level game. Enjoy the island vacation, Grubby. Enjoy. Oh, can you not love this? But way more important and not caught on camera. Expo cancelled.
We're under attack.
Yeah, that hurts, especially when Xlord gets the expo up. And we get Blizzard. Imagine if there's units in the Zeppelin, bro. And everything dies on the island. In we go. Blizzard is so powerful. And that Blood Mage is so tanky. Blizzard should dominate the fight even though there's a couple of raiders. Everything is low for Grubby. Looks like Xlord made the right calls here with the Banish and the Blood Mage and the Expo and the casters. But of course, no need to risk anything if you're Xlord. 2 walkers here still in Ethereal. No Expo here. Main base expiring in 5 minutes, so that's a lot of time, but it's 2 base, 1 base now. Grubby said just before he dropped the zap, I'd be really pissed if a gyro shows up. Oh, that would have been a play, eh? That would have been a play. Thankfully, Grubby didn't get pissed. You don't want to piss Grubby. How can you win this? Going back to a lot of raiders, but I feel like Xlord has every tool that he needs to win this game.
We're under attack.
Proactively using a footman to counter an expansion that's not even there. Thumbs up. That's class.
Ready to ride. We're under attack.
Currently no TP. That might hurt.
We're under attack.
Level 2 crit helps in a fight. We do have a lot of dispel now with 4 walkers. Of course, every walker is to a degree, also mana. Level 5 Archmage around the corner. Level 3 Blizzard or level 3 Brilliance or both is absurdly good. Double level 4 for Grubby and more move. He got 2 movement speed aura. That's crazy lucky. Again, slow, but we also have speed scroll. But yeah. As the gold advantage is rising for Xlord, the momentum is going more and more into his direction. And Snare can't invis against that. Not the greatest front line. These Sork ladies will be dead, but they got another slow out. Expansion is up. Yeah. For a while. Not for Grubby though. And now you got this beautiful position where there is a choke. Raiders can't attack the casters. Breakers just block. And the one downside of Blizzard is that it does friendly fire. Doesn't matter because breakers are magic immune. Okay, bit of a better fighting position, but doesn't matter. There's no heal scroll. It's only the Shadow Hunter without a mana pot. How are you supposed to heal this? We need extremely quick end snares, and to a degree we get that as fast as you, I guess, can, but you just out damage. Like the damage level 17k already. Yeah, I think from here on out, like, of course Grubby is Grubby, and he sees win condition where few others see win conditions. But Xlord has a prime position. Will we see another crash Zeppelin? Not yet. Second Zeppelin. Whoop, whoop. Bye. Nice escape. One for the highlight reel. This probably cost 1,000 gold to heal up. Can you check with the Magic Sentry extension that we have here on Twitch? How much gold Grubby spent on items? You gotta hover over the screen, right hand side, Magic Sentry. An extension by Anxiety. Now level 5. Hey, Ronnie! $2,570 for Grubby, 2,000 for Xlord. I expected more, to be honest. Expected more. Now we get a gyro. Okay.
We're under attack.
Expo up, of course. For a while, Grubby no income, Grubby down in supply, Grubby down in levels. Level 5 is just absurd. And it is Blizzard 3. You need heal scrolls against this. Is there a good third hero? Ah, we're not tier 3. That would take too long. I don't think you... Like, Mountain King is always lovely, but... If you add a third hero at this stage of the game, you will expose him to... Plus 21 Blade Master crit level 2. So... He'll get cut into pieces most likely. Then we tried to expo. Nah, it's just better to get 5-5.
We're under attack.
Blood Mage 5 is top. Speaking of Magic Sentry, we're getting Magic Sentry. By the way, I saw the future of our Magic Sentry extension. The one future that's looking bright, everybody. How are we playing this? 20 food lead. High upkeep. That's a mortar team kill. You can call it lame. You can call it rat Warcraft. Call it whatever you want. At some point you gotta fight. At some point you gotta fight, and there's breakers everywhere. Smart setup, of course, to not have everything exploited to Blizzard, so no clear front line. Love how the raiders are just storming past the blockers into the casters.
Our town is under attack.
But the militia see the expo. And you can run with your units.
Work complete.
But you can't run with your buildings. You're not an elf. So Blizzard can simply take this out. Yeah, that fight set up by Grubby was lovely. But now the towers are forcing Grubby into a fight. They're also forcing him into somewhat of a choke. Question is, where do you punish that? Can you protect your casters? They're still very valuable. Well, we hold the line here against Raiders casters. Archmage cancels the Blizzard, unfortunately. Level 4 is level 2 Siphon. That's not good news for the Shadowhunter. Blizzard is getting interrupted. That is a main priority. But we're still fighting with Raiders versus Breakers and Mortars and Blizzard whenever you can. Heal Skull at the ready. Shadowhunter far in the back against the Siphon. I like that. It's been a play of Lin recently to put the Shadowhunter out of the fight until you need the heal wave. This heal wave, a little bit too late, and in general, everything is too little and everything is too late. Human brings a victory to Xlord when Orc Mirrors and Night Elves couldn't. As I said, the Lord, quite some experience with Human in the 2000s as well. Played this really cool, but Grubby also with the handicap of having a Blade Master build against Human. That is incredibly hard to pull off. Some fun little moments here, eh? Especially with the Zeppelin, with the Zapper. In case you haven't seen it yet, here on the right hand side, Magic Sentry icon shows you a lot of stats about the heroes. Damage taken, healing from heroes as well. You can see Shadowhunter, it's catching up now, it seems like. 10,000 damage across the board. Can check all the upgrades, can check all the damage done, and then you can check items. 1,000 gold difference eventually. And that wasn't even too many heal scrolls. You would assume against Blizzard you would see more heal scrolls, but that wasn't even the case. Oh, it was 2. Sorry, it was 2. No, it was 1. Grubby's here. It was 1. And you can definitely check timings here, which is super helpful. Bit hard to read at the moment, but you know, this was the what you see is the first release. Can Xlord catch up and maybe tie this up? Or can Grubby close this out and get the decisive 5th map? We had a very, very cool back and forth. We had a good diversity between the two players. Now we're on the finish line. 2 more maps between Grubby and Xlord in the past couple of days. There was a bit of a problem for Grubby in most of the games that he didn't know what kind of build or what race Xlord was. This is the 2nd time where he saw in the loading screen Xlord is playing his main Undead. We got a Blade Master again. We got a DK Grunt Opener again. We got a Blade Master with Windwalk. Not with crit anymore. Grubby learned, okay, if I only go crit and not Windwalk, I can be punished. And Xlord did punish him before. Quite a lot, I have to say. But Xlord also, very different style. Instead of harassing, he's going expo. Not too often that we see this. But when we see it, it's incredibly hard to crack as an orc. You can go Blade Master, Firelord push, but yeah, Blade Master is tough. With the Blade Master, it's tough to play against an Undead expansion. Claws, also noise. And Blade Master farming. With the Claw himself. Happy style? I think this is quite universally done from Undeads around the world. Haha, watch award. Yeah, okay, what do you do? Blade Master pressure on the vulnerable haunted gold mine. You can't repair when it's getting haunted. 10 seconds. It should be enough, maybe? Grunt is coming in. Might be punished for that, but the damage... Oh, Xlord still cancels with the Blade Master having a little bit of HP here. Damn, this sets him back quite a bit. But the Blade Master also revealed 70 HP. Got him! Despite the Windwalk. Blade Master down on level 2 is a huge setback. Losing the Expo is also a huge setback, but in this matchup when it's so heavily focused on heroes, a buyback cost a lot. And now we got a brute force again. Tech is almost done. He blocks with the ziggurat. Really? Can he apply this again? Not really. Grubby more or less all in without a second hero. Maybe waiting a tiny little bit and push with the second hero would have been the play. No mana no more. Whoopsie! Usually we say Coil Nova game over, but this might just be Coil game over. Yup! Okay, dude. The grunts around there as well. Lovely. It is hard to play against Undead expansions with the Blade Master. Well done. So, next time you see Xlord in chat, remind him that he got 2 wins with Undead versus Grubby and lost with Night Elf and with Orc. So how trash is Undead really? The last game between them, this matchup, the Alpha and the Omega of this series. We got Grubby as Orc. We got Ixie as Orc. Look at this. Can Xlord in the 4th attempt defeat Grubby in Orc Mirror? Fascia Grunt versus Blade Master Mirror Image. Again, Grubby has the downside of not knowing his opponent's race. Because in this game, Xlord was again on random. Yeah, has to be said. It is a downside for Grubby in almost every game that they played here, that we are showcasing you this afternoon. So, Mirror Image it is. Gotta reiterate that. Very good for creeping. Very bad early on, as you just lack punch. You have a summon basically to tank, so you don't need the shop. That's always nice. Fascia, very good damage right out the gate for that stage of the game. Thanks to wolves, having 2 summons is better than having 1 summon. And being able to scout on 3 spots on the map is better than being able to scout on 2 spots on the map. But the scaling of a Blade Master, especially when you have multiple Blade Masters, is fairly sweet as well. So, we'll see. Oh, Xlord with the steal. Look at that, man. Just a casual ride-by. Looks out the window, enjoys the scenery, throws a little lightning ball. Bam, got a little smarter. Sweet.
Work complete. We're under attack.
Oh, body block, body block, body block. The, like, mental revenge by Grubby as revenge for the steal. And that allows him to get the mammoth and the item. Holy, what a play. It's a joy to watch these two on the ladder.
My life for the Lord. We're under attack. Complete.
Now, we're on a headhunter hunt.
We're under attack.
Ooh, you don't want to lose this. Can't deny itself. 1.8 now the level for Xlord. Okay, nice competitive early game. Headhunter, these headhunter kills have happened before.
Under attack.
Still Grubby was able to win this then. Now level 2. Now critical strike. And of course, as we said, exponential rise with that mirror image build. But Xlord surely has fresh ideas after their orc mirrors the day before. With Fascia, you could actually tower push, man. You could actually tower push. But I don't think that's in the books. We go into the base, harassing these headhunters. Going. Oh, I love this, going for the shop.
Work complete.
That is no healing for Grubby. That's super annoying.
Want to see something? Let's get it. We're under attack.
Only now the Shadow Hunter. Damn. Good play by Xlord so far in the first 5 minutes. He's unfolding his tier 3. I'm not even sure Grubby knows about this tier 3. Probably assumed it. Bit busy. Microing against the creeps here. Not an easy task with the Sasquatch. Being so hurt already.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
And I think things look quite a bit better. We again go for Walker Tauren. After that build not working 3 times. Interesting. Grubby is switching it up in the meantime. We get Headhunters and we get Shaman. In the late game with Bloodlust. Rah, rah, rah. One of the coolest builds there is. Can you survive till then? Shout out to the Orc Mirror players who bring a very different vibe to the game.
Work complete. Work complete. Upgrade complete.
But we need some walkers. We need a lot of upgrades.
Work complete.
And a lot of time in general as well. That always gives the Blade Master some time. He's very, very, very tanky. Could also be Witch Doctors actually, like Infi. But you need 2 lodges. That leads me to believe it's Shaman. And we're also still on tier 2. Like, this shop kill hurt a bunch. Still, Shadowhunter able to do some good here. We got scouting. It shouldn't surprise Grubby that it's Tauren again. Or maybe he's thinking, God damn, he's trying this one more time, dude. Really? After what happened yesterday? Really? But yeah, this will be very problematic for Grubby, I'd say. Xlord is coming in with a push, has a TP, went off mana stealing. Phenomenal in Orc Mirror. And Xlord doesn't want his wolves to be purged. I think he got a little social bond with the wolves. Oh, no dispel against Hex or Wolves. Now the question, can Xlord take this already, or is the firepower of 9 Headhunters maybe a little bit too high for this? Damage is getting spread nicely. We have Heal Wave, only level 1, but I don't think it's the time yet. There's no need for Xlord to risk anything. He's a tech ahead. He's down in levels. His army is yet to unfold. He's missing out on burrows as well for a really powerful army. And Grubby has to tech. Grubby has to reset the lodge. Grubby needs a shop. Grubby needs like everything. Thank you, Black Dawn TM, for the Prime. Chop, chop. 1, 2, 3 crits. Blade Master can, of course, always carry, especially when he's amplified later. Xlord has some solid reasons to stay at 50. He knows there's not going to be a threat. Grubby's army will be small for the foreseeable future. He's going Ancestral Spirit. He's going for the revives. But okay, Tauren trying to break through to the Headhunter. Not ideal positioning. Purge. Thanks to the Lightning Orb here. Grubby is the one with the Shaman, but he's the one getting purged. How ironic.
Research complete.
Surround, mirror image, getting out of there. Guys, I gotta say, This more and more looks like the first Xlord Orc mirror win here. Even though the Farseer is a bit threatened and we don't have too much healing no more. Every headhunter that's taken out now will not turn into a berserker. That's so big. What a nice timing that is. Wyvern. Ooh, there is not much anti-air. Boink, pulverize, boink. Xlord still at 50. Is he pushing too far? Dude, I'm really worried. There's no mana no more. There's a shop now. This is just an illusion. The real Blade Master right there, right there. Now the town portal. Ooh, okay. There we go. Is Xlord too greedy, man? He still didn't build the burrows. That only makes sense if he wants to stay at 50 the entire time. Grubby is going mass Wyvern. I told these orcs that Wyvern are the way. Did I not? Always have. Always have. Towers now. Oh my god. Is Xlord getting wrecked by Wyvern now? That is the downside of this Torrent build, man. The anti-air. Bring in the bats. He has a lot of resources. He's trying to. But then, I mean, you can counter bats with bats. Are there any other units that also changed their name, like Wyvern from Windrider? Gyrocopter became Flying Machines and Glaive Thrower became... No, Ballista became Glaive Thrower. Now we get the burrows. Ooh, that feels late, man. But we carry a TP. We do the scouting. Oh yeah, steam tanks became siege engines. I didn't know about the tanks. I know they have a different design. Shop now gone. Bats coming. Good piercing damage here, good repair as well. We got a base raise, ladies and gentlemen. Grubby stemming against the defeat. Playing every ladder game as if his life depends on it. We're going for the fortress right away, but that will take some time on both sides. We do have a base raise. Torrent on... Oh, the bat! Did it detonate? No, he's gathering them, right? You need more than one. You need more than one. Bit of repair here. No spikes in this base raise. How fast can you get the bats out? Xlord, always a troll himself, now relying on the troll bat riders. On the other side, it can only repair. Right, Grubby's out of gold. Not much repair here anymore. When do you have to connect? It seems like now. Justify the memes. Ah, the hex by Grubby. Lovely. Might have needed more than 3 here. We have a town portal on Xlord. He can TP if he wants to. He wants this fortress. He gets the fortress. TP. Oi, 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 oi. Off we go then. Dispel against the mirror images. Wyvern are in though. And as we said, there's so little anti-air. No production Xlord side. 800 gold. No production. Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter! No! The Wyvern, guys! Poison Wyvern are crazy strong versus Tauren, but the Tauren can be revived. There's more Mirror Image. What is going on, man? Chain Lightning. Okay, that is solid anti-air. And the burrows are helping. Madness. Grubby has to own this so hard. We have more revive here, though. The real Blade Master is somewhat trapped. He can't get out, really. There is no more Mirror Image. There is no more Mirror Image. No way he's getting out there. So he can't escape. That's not real. No way he escapes. Okay, Blade Master dead. What the hell? Peons hold the ground here together with sticks and stones. And we revive yet another Tauren. Chain Lightning soon 3 or Wolves 3. Almost must be Chain Lightning against the Wyvern, right? 90 seconds. Oh, no kill? Really? Really? Hero peons in the burrows, by the way. Everything is low for Grubby. No more mana. I don't think he has... Does he have the damage? It's 70 seconds. He can't... the Katga's Pipe, by the way, is amazing now to get free mana regen via item when mana is everything you need. Chain Lightning is gonna get a quad kill, no? Or pentakill. If he's not losing the Farseer now. He's donating everything! Quad kill! Off we go! GG, GG, GG. Oh, damn. He wanted that quad kill. He wanted that quad kill. And Xlord ties it up in the past 2 days. In 8 games, Xlord and Grubby go 4-4. And Xlord is able to win an Orc Mirror indeed versus Grubby in the 4th attempt. Man, I'll be on the lookout of more of this. It can't be that they settled this on 4-4 now. We need more.